up, boys and girls? So I'm gonna start our first series. We're gonna do a 3-part series. We're gonna do how to blow a goose call, how to blow a duck call. I might do how to blow a wood duck call video, but I'm not sure yet. So we're gonna start the first series, which is gonna be the goose call. So what you wanna do is when you blow a goose call, you don't want to just blow straight into it. You want to put a little voice into your air. So I'm going to show you how to hold the call, and then we're going to move into the 3 basic calls. We're going to go into the moan, the cluck, and then the honk. So the way you hold the call is you take it, make your hand like this, and then you want to sit the barrel of the call in the crease of your hand, and then you want to cup. You don't want to close all the way. You want to have a little hole to where you can almost fit a golf ball in there. So the moan is you basically just putting voice in your air. You're not cutting off the air or anything like that. You're just putting voice into your air. And first off, let's talk about where your air comes from. Your air comes from your diaphragm. You don't want to puff your cheeks out. You want to tighten your abs, and then you want to blow. So don't just blow like this. You don't want to puff your cheeks out like that. You want to have good, hot air coming from your diaphragm. Think of it like you're fogging up a window. If you want to fog up your window, you're going to go. You're not going to go. So when you blow from your diaphragm, this is what it'll sound like. That's what it'll sound like. So we're going to move into the moan. The moan is you're just going to put a little bit of voice in your air. You're not going to cut it off or anything like that. You're just going to go. You want to basically hum. So you're going to go. But that's it in the back of the call. And now here's in the front is what the moan should sound like. That's going to be the moan. That's going to be... I use the moan whenever I'm in a field. I have the geese cupped up. They're coming in. And they're about to land. That's like my greeting. That's my greeting to them when they're actually committed. So I'll come up, and so you're coming in, you give them a couple clucks, some honks, they're locked up coming in, and I'll just hit them with a quick until they're basically about to hit the ground or water. So that's the moan. So then we're gonna go into the cluck. The cluck is just you're gonna push sharp, hot air into the call, and then you're gonna cut it off with your tongue as fast as you can. You're just gonna cut the air off. You're gonna take your tongue, just hit the roof of your mouth as fast as you can. So in the back of the call, it sounds like this. So then in the front of the call, it'll sound like this. So the way you want to cut your tongue, you want to just shove your tongue to the roof of your mouth. That way you can cut the air off and you'll get that sharp burst of air. So just. So then it'll make it to where that's right after you do your honk. So you're going to go. And you can hear me hitting the roof of my mouth with my tongue. So now we're going to move on to the honk. You're going to moan, and then you're going to do a cluck. So here it is in the back of the call. So that's it in the back of the call, and then here it is in the front of the call. So then that's it. You want to moan, and then you want to cluck. The moan, remember, sharp, or not the moan. The moan is voicey, grunty air, hot air, and then the cluck is the fast, sharp, hot air. So you're gonna go, and then you're gonna cut it off. And when you're done with your moan, you wanna do a little burst of air. You wanna go. So that's how to blow a goose call part 1. That's the 3 basic calls that you're gonna use. And I'll probably do another part to this series about how to call in a field and over a pond and stuff like that. So that's part one, and I'll catch y'all on part two.